Hello specifically to fans of Yes Precure 5 and Mahou Tsukai Precure.
An impromptu video to share some unexpected news in that Yes Precure 5 Gogo and Mahou Tsukai Precure will be getting spin-offs of the characters as adults. When I first heard this news, I was very shocked, what? This is so random, out of the blue.
Yesterday, there was a trademark for a logo which reads Adult Precure, The Power of Hope 2023, but we weren't sure what it was, and now we have the answer.
We're getting a 12-episode series for each. I believe it's 12 episodes for each, 12 for Yes Precure 5 and 12 for Mahou Tsukai Precure. And so yes, I'm very excited for what the possibilities could be for this. It isn't hard to guess why they chose Yes 5 because it's a very popular season. A lot of people grew up with it,
and it was also in the Healing Good movie, so yeah, it's popular.
And as for Mahou Tsukai Precure, this is pretty much an interesting and out there pick. I'm not a statistics guy, so I'm not sure how well it performed in terms of other seasons, but it did sell well, better than Go Princess Precure, for example. And it also makes sense because in the end of Mahou Tsukai Precure, it's kind of spoilers, but I'm not going to give too much details. We see Mirai and Riko kind of saying goodbye to each other, I want to see you again. And then we see them as adults too. So it does make sense for there to be an adult spinoff so we can continue that relationship they had. And honestly, it makes sense to show a continuation of any of the seasons where they're shown as grown-ups at the end, just so we can see more of their future lives, because we already saw them as adults in the final episode, like in Kira Kira and Star Twinkle. So having this spin-off series of them as adults, we can see even more of that. But actually, I think Yes Precure 5 having an adult spin-off is more exciting than Mahou Tsukai Precure, specifically because we did not see them as grown-ups at the end. We kind of saw them low-key living their dreams, but they were still teenagers. So this will be even more interesting because we never saw adult versions of them. The first question I have for these two series is, will there be combat? I predict that it will just be slice of life type of thing, just them in civilian form. Be chilling, going to the grocery store, where are they working, 9 to 5 vibes. But if there is combat, there's many questions. The first question would be, who would the villains be? Will there be new villains? The second question is, if they do fight and become Cures again, will they have the same Cure appearances or will they have new adult forms? I'd be fine with it either way, but it is interesting to think about if their designs will be upgraded. My worry for Yes 5 is, and this is because in some translations of the news, it specifically just says Nozomi is going to be shown, but other translations of the news say Nozomi and other characters. So I'm really, really hoping for Komachi to get some screen time. I'm hoping that they can show her being a successful author. We saw her in New Stage 3. In the New Stage 3 movie, if you guys aren't familiar, all the characters get stuck in little dream worlds. It'd be so cool to see her being a real successful author, and maybe will she have the same hairstyle, or I don't know. I'm very curious about how their appearances will be as adults. I'm kind of worried that they'll just have the same hairstyles and be taller, because I really hate when anime does that. Whether they're child or they're adult or old person, they still have the same hairstyle. I think it's really irritating and stupid. So I hope she has super long Sailor Neptune, Sailor Moon Crystal hair. As for Mahou Tsukai Precure, it would be really sweet if they really be bold and show Mirai and Riko as a fully fledged lesbian couple, because for those of you who don't know, in the manga, Mirai and Riko actually have a kiss together. And in the anime, it was kind of implied somewhat that they were, romantically paired, but full lesbian couple living together, Haruka and Michiru vibes. And what's her name? Felice or Kotaha or Ha-chan. She can be Hotaru from Sailor Moon and just be hey mom, hey mom. So yeah, I'm very curious if it's going to be slice of life, chill vibes, no fighting whatsoever, or if it's going to be, there's going to be a new villain, they're fighting as adult Precures or whatever. Either way, I think it would be really interesting to watch. And just in general, this is very new and different because Precure has literally never done something like this before. Tell me your thoughts down below, and thanks for watching.